Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video is another clean and declutter and organize with me. If you guys saw my how I plan my daily life with 3 kids over on my House of Hunts channel, you saw how messy and disgusting my laundry room had gotten. Basically, it's the same as the office clean with me that you guys saw a little bit ago. I'll link that if you haven't seen that either on this channel. I knew that I needed to organize and declutter the laundry room, so anytime I put anything in there, I just kind of threw it in there and didn't really worry about it. Usually when I'm cleaning and picking up things, I have a spot for everything, but once it gets kind of out of control, there's like no turning back until I do like a huge declutter. So it had gotten disgusting and crazy. The laundry room is kind of our hub for, because it's right off the kitchen, which the kitchen is definitely our hub. So the laundry room is right off the kitchen, and we put things in there as far as like Jane's book bag and lunchbox. We put in there extra like towels and stuff. We put in obviously like our mops and our brooms and our vacuums and all of our cleaning products and our extra cleaning products. And then we also put in there things that we need to give back to people. So things that have been collected at our house that people have forgotten, we always put in there as well. So it kind of just got hectic and crazy in there. So this is what it looked like before I cleaned it out. And we are gonna just do a huge overhaul of this room. It's a tiny laundry room. It can get really cluttered quickly. And so we needed to nip this in the bud. And you guys are gonna be amazed at the after of this, because it is gonna look so much better, and it is gonna look like a minimalist. It's gonna be like nothing. I'm so happy about how it turned out. So let's get into cleaning this laundry room. So the first thing I always do when I am decluttering a space is to take everything out of the space, whether that's a tiny cabinet or drawer that I have to do, or a room like this. It's a lot easier to organize and get things cleaned and decluttered when you take everything out of the space first. And while I'm taking everything out of the space, I know you can't see this in the camera, but I am putting things in separate piles. So I'm making piles right outside of the laundry room door. There's a pile for Goodwill, there's a pile for trash, there's a pile for things that need to go back into the laundry room, and then there's a pile for things that maybe need to go somewhere else in the house. And then I can organize and clean all of that in a little bit. But here I am just getting everything out. I do put a few things up here on the washing machine, just because I was running out of space right outside of the laundry room. And this spot is a funny spot because you can see over to the right of the screen, that is our door to go out to the garage. And so there wasn't much room between the tripod and the door. There wasn't much room to put things out. So I think I'll show you guys in just a second what it looked like outside of the room, but it was getting super crowded. Since the floor had been covered in things, it had been a while since I vacuumed and mopped in here, so it needed it pretty bad. And then you can see here what it looks like outside of the door. I was pretty much trapped into the laundry room until I could clean this out. But I did a very good vacuum and mop, and I also got down and cleaned the baseboards, just because when I was vacuuming and mopping, I would just vacuum and mop the floor that I could see in here. I never really moved things out of the way just because it was way too daunting and the room was getting so dirty. So it definitely needed a good vacuum and mop. And if you're wondering what's on the floor, it's dog food, because we keep the dog food in there and it just had spilled out. So I'm just getting the baseboards cleaned and the floors cleaned really, really good before bringing anything else back into the laundry room.
I would do anything just to get you back again. I would do anything at all. I know I'm not innocent, you deserve a better man, but let me just hold your hand once more. Ooh, 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 I wanna take you out don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you.
Now that I made it out of the laundry room, I am just finishing up with the piles that I was talking about, putting things in piles, getting rid of things, and just kind of looking through and sorting things before I put anything back into the laundry room. This is that big old box of things from Grove Collaborative that Megan from Love Meg gave me a few months ago, and I had taken a bunch of stuff out of it already, and then things that I already had I just kept in that box because I didn't need it at the time, but now I need to get rid of the box because it's taking way too much space. So I'm just going through all of that stuff and deciding where things need to go, whether it needs to go to our bathroom or under the sink or back into the laundry room, and just kind of organizing those things. So if you're wondering why I have a whole bunch of cleaning products in a box, that is what that's from.
I wanna take you out.
Sometimes I don't have a vision of what I want to do or where I want things to go, and I just kind of sit there and think, and that's exactly what I'm doing right here, is just thinking about what I want to do next or where I want to put things. So I have 2 cabinets in the laundry room, and this is what they looked like at the moment, and it wasn't too bad, but a lot of these things needed to be either put somewhere else or thrown away. And I wanted to be able to put in all of our laundry products that I have because we have been collecting some, and this is basically where they need to go. I don't need to have like pillowcases and stuff in the laundry room. I have another spot for those. So I'm just cleaning it out once I got all the products out. I did find out that I had an extra drawer here, or shelf I mean, but I didn't have the little things that go in to make the extra shelf, like to put on top. I don't know. You guys understand what I'm saying? So I just have 2 shelves, and the same goes for the other side. So just 2 shelves, and I am just putting things, organizing things back into the shelf. You will see, especially in the next cabinet, that taking things out of the box sometimes is a lot easier. You saw that I just took out the Swiffer mop pads and just put them in there because the box just takes up so much more room. So whenever you're organizing and decluttering, try to think about that. Is there something that I can take out of the box and put into maybe a different bin or something like that to make sure that you have room? So here is the other cabinet, and a lot of these things, like I said before, had to be thrown away. There was water filters in here from our old refrigerator that we didn't need anymore. There were vacuum pieces and parts that I've never used in like the 7 years that I've had this particular vacuum, and it was just taking up space. There was floor cleaner in there that I didn't like anymore and didn't use. And there were a ton of light bulbs just willy-nilly rolling around in the shelves. And so I really needed to get this area cleaned and decluttered and just do a whole new thing in this cabinet. So here is where taking things out of the box really comes in handy. A lot of these things I got rid of and just took to Goodwill, but some of these things I just took everything out of the box. I don't need the box anymore. I know exactly what the pieces are, and I'm just putting them in that little bin/basket that you see right there and putting that back into the shelf. Also on top of the shelf is where we keep plates and napkins, like paper plates, paper napkins, and like solo cup. And so that's what I was doing there. And then here I am taking stuff to the car to take to Goodwill. Instead of always having a Goodwill pile, I usually just have like a running Goodwill pile in my car, which is a good thing and a bad thing, but we have a Goodwill right outside of our neighborhood, so anytime we're leaving the neighborhood, we can just zoom in and drop some things off at the Goodwill. So I am taking things to the trash can and taking things to the car, and here I am getting all the vacuum pieces, taking all those to Goodwill, and just organizing and cleaning things up. And all of those cleaning products are going under the sink. I did film it, but it was super zoomed in on accident, so you didn't get to see me actually do that, but that is what I'm doing with that. Now that everything is off the washer and dryer, I'm giving it a good clean. This is actually one of my monthly tasks, to clean the washer and dryer in the inside and the out, but I hadn't been able to do that in like a month because the laundry room was so messy, so I didn't get to really clean off the tops of it, and it had collected dust and lint, and so it was really good to just clean out. And here is what it looked like at the end. We have our paper towels and our laundry basket. I definitely needed to get some laundry done. And then these cabinets look so much better and so much more organized, and I'm so happy about how it turned out. And the other cabinet turned out great as well. And then the floor is pretty much empty. We just have our green machine, our mop, and our vacuum. And then that little trash can thing is the dog food. I'm really excited about how it turned out. I can actually walk into my laundry room now and get things done without feeling super cluttered or feeling like I'm gonna trip over stuff. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this before and after as much as I did.
Take my hand, we'll make it some.
Okay guys, so that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this laundry room declutter with me. It was pretty much an all-day thing. It kind of just took a while to get everything out, especially with it being a smaller room. It was a lot harder to move in and out right next to like the entrance of our house as well, because the door is right there for the garage, and so people were coming in and out. The kids were around, we were in the kitchen, we were cooking lunch. So it did take a while, but I am so glad that I finally did it. I finally tackled it, and now I like love going in my laundry room. I'm like, oh, what can I go in here for? Let's do a load of laundry. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one. Bye guys.